Up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop. No, 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 no. I won't stop. I won't stop. I won't stop. No, 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 no. I won't stop. I won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, ooh, I'm so fancy. Yeah. No romancing.
What up, YouTube? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Ring Talk. We haven't done this in a minute. We've been busy, but we still here. I got both my hosts in the building. I got Jay Superstar in the building.
Yeah.
And we got Tutti Love in the building. What's going on, fellas? We haven't done this in a minute. I know we all been busy, but hey, we always here to give you guys another one. What's going on, Jay? How's everything?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Everybody good?
We good. Yo, Tutti,
That's
you
what's
good?
up, yeah.
I don't know if I can hear you, and I don't know if you muted or not. Let me see. I think you muted, Tutti. Yeah. I see. Okay. Yeah. Now. Go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you now.
You already know. Regular thing, every day. Same old thing, different day.
Yes, sir. So what's up, Jay? What's going on, man? How's everything
Nothing
with you?
much, man. About to talk this boxing. You already know what we do.
Sir.
Yeah, like you said, we've been out for a little while, but we back, man. We back to do what we love.
That's it. We're here to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yo, my lighting is trash right now, yo. I got to get new light, man. My lighting is trash. Anyway, we're here to give you guys another one as far as Ring Talk. As you guys can see in the background, we have a big fight coming up March 25th. We got the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. As you guys can see the photo in the background, also we got Jay Superstar going up against Tutti Love. Jay Superstar, he's a Benavidez fan. Tutti is a Caleb Plant fan, and they're gonna give you their insights of how this fight's gonna go. They're gonna, talk the strategies and how this fight's gonna end up going and stuff. So I'm the special guest referee, as you guys can see, and we just gonna take it from there, man.
I'm not a Plant fan. I just don't like Benavidez. That's all. I just don't like Benavidez.
Oh yeah. My bad. Yeah, he don't like Benavidez, so he's going against Benavidez.
Yeah, that's okay. He's gonna learn how to love him when they fight. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna learn how to love him.
The reason why he don't like Benavidez because he feel that Benavidez ain't accomplished anything, and he needs. It's like Jay-Z said, we need more people, to believe you.
He stands parallel too much. He stands parallel too much.
That's okay. That's okay. You're gonna see with that parallel stance gonna knock your boy out earlier than Canelo did.
All right, so before we get into it, guys, I want to start with you, Jay. What makes you so sure that Benavidez is going to pull this off?
Well, first and most, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for having us here. So
Benin was cracking.
I'm gonna give my little 2 cents on it. First and most, the 168-pound super middleweight division has never seen anything close to a man that tall throwing punches and bunches like that. Your man breaks you down. He hits you anywhere he could get you. He hit you in the corner. He could get you in the corner, in the middle of the ring. He do what he's supposed to do to win. But that being said, I'm not gonna discredit Caleb's Plant. Caleb Plant has great boxing skills. Um, he's a hell of a boxer as well. He can, he know how to control the distance. But when you got a guy like David Benavidez, who really didn't have a big amateur background. His amateur background really came from sparring all the champions out there like Kelly Pavlik, and I could just keep going when it comes to Benavidez. He has boxed all Bivol, everybody. Suldo Ramirez, Triple G. Um, he's been sparring, and let me tell you something. He more than hold his own in those sparring sessions. So that's been his experience as his big amateur experience has been with sparring the likes of those champions that I just named. But that being said, it's just the way this kid comes forward. And let me tell you, son, you have yet seen the best.
Hold on. Yeah, we back on. Yeah, we
Yeah,
back on.
so
Yo, Tuti, tap back in.
yeah, that being said, I think David Benavidez is just a real hungry young kid that's he just want to take the boxing world off a storm. Like he want to prove who he is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
But how can you prove it when the champions of the world, the Charlos and all these other fighters don't want to give him an opportunity? You know?
That's true.
So this is his first step up, and you're gonna see him shine come March 25th. Mark my words.
Go ahead, Tuti, take it away. Take it away.
Sound like too much excuses, too much. I got a question for you. Do you think that he would have won that tournament in the 168? Remember the 168 tournament they had with Andre Ward and all of them? You think if they put
I don't
Benavidez there,
know.
he would
Yeah, I remember when Carl Froch was there, Jermaine Taylor, Andre Ward. You had Arthur Abraham, all these great super middleweight guys out there.
do
I didn't
you
mention two of them,
do
but
you
let me
think
tell you
Benavidez
something.
would have won that tournament?
He might have not won the tournament because
Okay.
you had a great guy like Andre Ward there and other guys. But to be honest with you, I know he would have made it a lot competitive because you got to understand this kid is just that's what he still hasn't even scratched the surface. You got to understand this kid's coming up through the rankings, and he's supposed to be fighting these top guys already because he was. You got to understand he was a two-time super middleweight champion of the world. But yes, he has lost the belts, whatever the case has been, but he was in position to take on these
No,
guys, and
see,
these
see,
guys did
see, see.
not
That's
want
the
to
see. That's
take
the
the
problem.
fight.
You don't mention why he missed it.
Yeah, I can mention it. I can mention it. One was by cocaine use, and the other one was he didn't make weight. And I can
And
tell
just
you
make sure,
exactly.
just so you know, they mentioned it in the press conference.
Yes,
It was
I
mentioned in the press
saw it.
conference.
That's only gonna make him more matter. That's only gonna make him and stop him easier. It's gonna be an
Your
easier
man,
fight for him.
your man taking it too personal though. You told the press conference, you taking it too personal.
Oh, hold on. I was gonna
Yeah,
get to that.
Taking
I
it
was
too
gonna get to
personal,
that.
bro.
I'm
His
gonna get to that.
feelings. You
Before
don't
we
get
get
slapped like his
before we
brother,
talk
okay?
hold on, fellas. Before we get into that, I got a little clip over here that I put together, and then we're gonna get back into the Benavidez implant. Let's look at this press conference now that Tuti brought it up. Let's roll the tape on this.
Coming off of an 11-month layoff after the Canelo fight, I could have chose somebody to get in the ring with that no one knew, some nobody, just some sparring session of a match. But I told my team I want to make the biggest fight possible. And that may not be the biggest fight out there, but give me the biggest fight possible. They came back to me with two-time former world champ Anthony Durrell, and he was ranked high enough in the WBC to make that a 12-round, a WBC title eliminator. And you being the interim champ, and that being a title eliminator means I fight him, that means we get it on next, right?
You were pressured. You didn't want to fight. That's why you got all those fucking demands.
Huh?
You got fucking pressure.
Who,
you didn't want to fight. What did you ask for? 22-foot boxing ring? Rival gloves?
No,
Blue corner? You want to come as a champion? Who's the champion? David, the Mexican monster is the champion. You want to come out as the champion.
Worry about me pulling out.
Show up. Show up. Show up.
I'm going to show up.
Take care of those fragile hands.
Yeah.
Okay, show up.
Because remember, this ain't my first big fight.
We want to see you.
This ain't my first one. I've been here before, and I've done it.
Show up.
And when I show up on weight, and I don't test positive for cocaine neither. I didn't say you said that.
Finish what the fuck you gotta say.
Then shut the fuck up and quit interrupting.
What you wanna do? Okay, finish. Go ahead, finish. You fucking crazy? What you wanna do? Go ahead and finish. What you wanna do? We could have got outside the fucking hotel. You're a fucking pussy. You had all your fucking people with you.
This dude ain't scared.
You ain't scared. That's what, man.
He's so mad.
So mad. I'm about to beat the fuck out
He's so
of
mad. You're not gonna do nothing.
I'm about to beat the fuck out this pussy right here.
So anyways, you know, you
guys don't have no fucking
hear Jose
confidence. You
Sr., you know, he calls fighters bitches and pussies, and you may hear that between fighters, but you don't normally hear boxing coaches talking like that. And the reason you don't really hear that is because a lot of boxing trainers, you know, they've been in the ring.
You gotta go run, brother.
They've been in the ring. They fought before.
Go exercise so you can run.
But you've never fought.
They're gonna close the fucking track.
You've never made that walk. You never had to lace up a pair of gloves to feed your family.
You're a bitch.
You don't know what it's like.
You're a bitch.
So it's easy for you to toss those words
You're a
around
bitch.
because you've never had to do it.
You're a bitch.
I'm gonna be in shape. I'm gonna be on weight. I ain't gonna be on cocaine, and I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Just show up.
This has been a fight in the making for the past 5 years, and I couldn't have come at a better time. I'm at my best right now, mentally and physically. There's been a lot of shit talking going back and forth, but on March 25th, I get to put hands on Caleb Plant. And trust me, when I say I'm gonna beat the fucking living shit out of you, pussy. I'm gonna beat the living shit out you.
You can't speak on your own.
Yo, yeah, and then when you're in the fucking ground bleeding from your fucking mouth, you're gonna realize how to respect a real fucking monster. That's real. What? I'm scared because I'm fucking...
David, leave him alone. He's about to cry.
This dude, man, he has 13 knockouts. He thinks just because he knocked fucking Anthony Durrell out, that's supposed to mean something to me. I beat the shit out of Anthony Durrell when I was 23 years old. I was champion before you. I got 3 fucking belts right now. Man, I'm what you want to fucking be. You a fucking chump. You ain't nothing. And watch, March 25th, mark my words, I'm going to put this motherfucker in the hospital.
Oh, man. But
This shows
can I say something? His brother was talking the same way against Terrence Crawford. He got put in a body bag.
Yeah, but you gotta understand his brother. His brother is not David Benavidez. It's like you said, his brother. David Benavidez is a different type of fighter, brother. Don't underestimate that kid.
if you guys were paying attention to that press conference, did you see Plant always? He has something in his hand, and in his pocket.
He had nothing in his pocket. He was comfortable. He was comfortable. I'm
telling you,
comfortable.
Nah.
He was comfortable.
Every time Benavidez stood up, he put his hands in his pocket.
That's a disrespect of comfortable. Was it, you know, some people, I swear. Was it, you know, some people be around you, they always flinch, they got their hand out. You like this, his hand in his pocket.
Nah, but
You
if
ain't
you
gonna do
see
nothing.
if you see his hands, when he goes in his pocket, he's doing something inside his pocket.
It's called comfortability, man.
All right.
Comfortability.
I don't know, man. I tell you the truth. What I seen there and what I seen in Caleb's Plant demeanor tells me a lot.
You know
And
what?
remember this, come March 25th, I don't want to hear no nothing. Yo, bro, I'm trying to tell you, don't bring your sad song. Don't come over here talking, yeah, that's exactly, I don't want to see that. Oh, I don't want to see that. Remember I told you, you're going to stop him earlier than Canelo did. Remember that.
Listen, From what I saw with Caleb Plant, I think he has something in his pockets, and I think he was hoping that Benavidez would have, probably took a swing at him, and either he had brass knuckles or something in his pocket heavy that when he swing back and lands on Benavidez, that would have been his way to get out of that fight. But I do see.
No, man, you're crazy. He can't do that. He's a professional, bro. He can't do that.
Yo, I'm telling you, he has something in. Look at when you go back when we get off this live, I want you to go back and look at that video. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if we could go back. Hold on, let's go real. Hold on, Jay. Hold on, Jay. Hold on. Let me go back to the video. Hold on.
Coming off of 11-month layoff, he's so mad. He's
we could have got outside. Go ahead, finish. Are you fucking crazy? What you want to do? Go ahead and finish. What you want to do? We could have got outside the fucking hotel.
fuck up and quit interrupting.
What you want to do? Okay, finish. Go ahead, finish. Are you fucking crazy? What you want to do? Go ahead and finish. What you want to do? We could have got outside the fucking hotel. You're a fucking pussy. You had all your fucking people with you.
This dude ain't scared.
You ain't scared. That's what, man.
He's so mad.
So mad. I'm about to beat the fuck out.
He's so mad. You're not gonna do nothing.
I'm about to beat the fuck out this pussy right here.
So, anyways, you hear Jose Senior. He calls fighters bitches and pussies, and you may hear that between fighters, but you don't normally hear boxing coaches talking like that. And the reason you don't really hear that is because a lot of boxing trainers, they've been in the ring.
Gotta go around, bro.
I don't know if you got something there or not. But what I am gonna tell you is this. All right, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Come March 25th, Caleb Plant's gonna get his ass whooped.
Yeah, Benavidez was saying that he gonna pass 6 rounds.
Well, it could pass the 6th round. I'm gonna tell you why.
It's not gonna pass. It's not gonna pass 6 rounds.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm saying I think it will pass the 6th round, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm just gonna give you my little, 2 cents on it. I just think that him picking a 22-foot ring, that right there is unheard of, bro. When you pick a 22-foot ring, that means you don't want to get cornered. Okay, he know what's coming, fam. You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying.
22-foot ring. He gonna be on the bike.
22-foot ring. Your man's gonna be on a bike. He gonna be running for his life.
Yeah.
You know what it is? That's the difference. That's the difference between you having a fighter that has relentless pressure on you, that throws punches and bunches. See, that's what I've been trying to tell you from the get from with David Benavidez. Benavidez throw more punches than a featherweight, bro. This kid is a monster.
I got a question, and I want Tuti to answer this one, and then Jay, you could take after it. Do we see Benavidez gassing out in the later rounds? Do we see? That's question number 1. Do we also? And question number 2, do we see Caleb Plant strategizing that fight to the point where he's gonna make Benavidez go after him, and being that Plant is probably the faster and swifter fighter,
Go, keep going.
Benavidez being the faster and swifter fighter, that he can get in and out of harm's way, where Benavidez is a come forward fighter, right? Do we see Benavidez getting frustrated, gassing out, and then in the later rounds, Plant doing his thing?
JP, me and you know boxing. Come on, you know why he got a 22-inch ring for, right?
I know that.
I'm a 22-foot ring for.
That's
right?
not. Ain't no common.
Right?
That's common sense. Anybody can know that. 22-foot.
All right,
ring.
hold on. Benavidez is a come forward fighter, right? Or he do put pressure. Nigga, that man is not a machine, bro. And your mind, you think he's a machine, not a machine. So for you to do that for 12 rounds, chase somebody 22 foot, you won't get tired. You gotta
Cutting
chase
the
him
ring.
for 12 rounds.
You circling. Yeah.
Or they're gonna be doing. They're gonna be running.
Remember.
Ping. He gotta keep chasing him. He gonna get tired. All right. Don't believe me. No problem.
Listen, let me tell you this. I know for sure that you know why that 22-foot ring is there. And he's going to try to use every little bit of piece of the ring that he can. But this is the problem here. When you got a guy like David Benavidez, that David Benavidez know how to cut the ring off. He knows how to cut the ring off. He's not going to chase him around if you think you're going to chase him around. He's gonna cut that ring off. And he's gonna corner Caleb, beat him to the body. He's gonna beat him to the body, and you're gonna have you will see Caleb Plant try to stand just a little enough to get caught with
He's
something.
taking it. He's getting him mad on purpose because he want him to come after him. He
Yeah,
want him. He's just getting him
yeah,
tight,
yeah.
taking
But
off his
you
game
gotta.
plan. I'm telling you.
All right, listen. Listen. I keep telling you. Come March 25th, you will see that the real David Benavidez. You got to understand. This man is hungry for this fight for so long because everybody's saying that he hasn't been taking on nobody, but it's the other way around. It's that nobody want to give him a fight. I got to take my hat to Caleb Plant because it's true what Caleb Plant said. I could have fought anybody else. I don't need to fight this dude. But you know what? He bit. I think he bit more than he could chew on. The fight is on March 25th. Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez is on. Bring your popcorn. Listen. Bring your family. Don't blink. Do not blink. You're gonna see an action-packed fight come March 25th.
Well, the way I see it, and I'm gonna let you take it away, Tuti. Let me just say one thing real quick. The way I see it is that if Caleb Plant does not move, it's gonna be an early night. He's gonna get at him. He's gonna get at. He's got no choice, but he's gonna have to because Benavidez. We know Benavidez is the stronger fighter here. So Caleb Plant's got to use his tactics, his strategy, and his legs to stay in that fight because he's not gonna overpower Benavidez. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, Dudy.
We all know that Benavidez is stronger than Plant, though. Everybody know Benavidez is stronger than Plant.
Yeah.
Y'all underestimated his speed too. Y'all
All right.
underestimated.
Benavidez, all right, got a little speed with his hands, not
With
with
his
his feet.
hands, not with his legs. That's a
Not with
fact.
his legs, only with his hands, his feet.
Well,
Plant gonna be running circles on this board. I'm telling you. Remember though,
okay,
he wanna catch Plant. I'm not gonna say no catch Plant, but remember, when somebody keep moving and moving and moving, he gotta keep chasing him to hit him. You going to get tired. Okay,
And
who you
yeah,
are? You gonna
remember,
get tired.
they saying that he's got a little bit of that Floyd Mayweather style of moving.
he
He
do.
do.
Caleb
He
got
do.
that sauce. Yeah, he got that
He
sauce.
do.
But I'm trying to tell you, he's gonna feel the flavor from David
If he get caught,
Benavidez. I'm trying to tell you.
if he gets
What?
caught,
Listen, this got nothing to do. See, y'all. Let me explain something to you from David Benavidez. He's not your typical come forward type fighter. This man got speed also, and he lets his hands go. And he throw, like I keep telling you, he throw punches and bunches. And all it takes is for him to get cornered, work the body a couple of times, and you will see Caleb Plant breathing heavy. Because when Canelo landed that blow, I think it was in the 6th or 8th round, your man was huffing and puffing. He did a real good fight with Canelo. But you know what? Canelo's the one he's the boss. He's the one that put the size of the ring. He's the one that do all that. In this fight, Caleb Plant was the one that put the size of the ring. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you think that it's gonna be easy for Caleb Plant to just keep moving around the whole ring, all around, and he won't get tired, then you got something different coming for you, brother.
this is what I don't understand, Jay. You say that for Caleb Plant, right? But what's the difference
Yeah,
between
yeah.
Caleb Plant and then and Haney?
Yes.
I don't
Okay.
know.
So
Somebody told
let
this man
let
that
let.
Benavidez is not human or something. I don't get
Yeah.
it.
No. Not at all.
He just
Not at all.
hold on. Can I say something one thing, please?
Go
For a
ahead,
man
dude.
that you say that throw so many punches and bunches, you clearly said here live that he would not win that tournament. That was it that 168 tournament. If they would have put
Well,
him in there.
you put it. You
You said
can't.
I asked you. You said it.
Yeah, but you can't. What I'm trying to say is because he's still working his way up. Now, you ask me that in 2 or 3 years from now, then we'll talk about the same. We'll talk about it. But
He's saying that.
what you just made a nice question, Egypt, Big A. You asked me why do I say that about David Haney, that Devin Haney could box and don't get tired, and Caleb Plant can't do that, right? Right? Why would I think Caleb Plant will get tired? Well, I've seen fights where Caleb Plant gets weaker when the fight goes on. Devin Haney doesn't do that. I've seen when I've seen fighters put pressure on Caleb Plant And I've seen how he kind of like he survives to the 12th round because he's a good boxer. But you got to understand just the way he comes in the fight. You see that he blows a lot of steam. Now I'm not gonna take away from him that his last fight with Anthony Durrell he looked phenomenal because he actually looked strong in the later rounds. So that's where I got to give him the credit because I think his strength and conditioner, the change, him having a strength and conditioner, that helped him. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, you're fighting a guy like, for instance, David Benavidez is a totally different fighter than Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is a come forward fighter, right? When he's fighting guys a lot bigger than him. But guess what? He doesn't throw not even close to the punches that David
True.
Benavidez does throw. And that's why I keep telling y'all, it's a different. You could come forward, but it all depends what you let it go. So if you're
Right, but
not
all
letting
his
nothing
punches that he
go,
throws, those punches that he throws is not hard. That's just
who?
flurries. That's all
Nah,
flurries,
he
bro.
works the body.
It's
He
all
works the
flurries. Come
body a
on,
lot, and he
JP.
breaks
It's
you
all
down
right,
in the
but it's
body.
flurries though. That's flurries. Come on. It's like
But
amateurs.
well,
Amateurs
he
go.
breaks.
You
Yeah,
remember the
but
amateurs, right? When he used to throw a lot of
what I'm
punches.
saying is,
Oh, that don't
yeah,
hurt.
but what I'm
That's
trying to tell.
points. It's all points. That's all it is.
All right, so what I'm trying to tell you, if you look at when he fought Ellis, very good fighter, he broke Ellis down to the body. And same goes for the other fighters he's fought. If you look at him, he goes down to the body. He works good the body, and I think that's the kryptonite for Caleb Plant.
Go ahead, Tuti.
That's it. All I know, Plant ain't no dummy. He know that man is strong. That's why he
I
had
know.
to be, but he can move. You saw where Ali did to George Foreman? How big? They weakened the ropes? Hold
Don't
on,
dare.
wait. Let me talk. You saw how the ring was big and they weakened the rope. He could lean back. Whoa. And the nigga, whoo. And you got to, I'm telling you, bro.
Listen, do
Bro,
not compare. Don't
it's
compare that.
not
That's
about to,
apples and oranges. Do not do that.
why not? Ali is a move. Ali
Ali was
Ali
the
didn't run
greatest.
circles.
Ali was the
Ali,
greatest.
we're not
Do
talking
not
about the
compare
fighter.
Caleb
We're
Plant.
talking about the type of fight. You saw how he ordered a big ring, they loosened the ropes for the Ali fight versus Foreman. You saw where he used to be, you know where he leans on the rope is walk way back. All right, you know you got to swing on somebody. Plank will be running like boom boom,
I mean, I've seen
I'm
Plant
telling you,
fight.
boy.
I've seen Plant fight, man. He's really, he's swift. He's
He's
swift with
smart.
it.
He's a smart fighter.
Slick.
He's a
He's
smart
He's a
slick.
fighter.
He's a
slick
slick
fighter,
fighter. He's
but
just a slick fighter.
Good.
you will see. You listen. You will see the best of David
Who your
Benavidez
man
come
fought
back
that
from
was
the.
slick? Who Benavidez fought that was slick? Nobody.
Benavidez fought slick fighters too. He,
Who? But
it,
I
it,
ain't like Plant? No. Stop.
no, well, see, well, they might not be named fighters like that you expect because the whole thing about it is you got guys that he's fighting that he needs to fight them. See, David Benavidez is fighting all the guys that nobody want to fight, hoping that he could lose. And these are guys that are coming up just like David. They hungry, but David makes them look different because David is just a different animal up there. But you will see come March 25th, you will see the best super middleweight in the world, the one that has been keeping everybody been running from him for a reason. You will see him come March 25th. Mark my word.
What was
I,
that? Wait, was that? And what's Benavidez' record?
Benavidez, I think he's like
23,
26 and
23,
23.
23 and
All
0.
right,
20.
so that means that 23 people ran for him.
No, he 26 and 0 and 23 knockouts. Yeah.
What you said at 20 what?
23. No, he don't got 23 knockouts. He don't got
Yeah,
23
something
knockouts.
like that. He got
He
20
got
some
more than
knockout.
20. I think he's like only two knock. He only went to, if I'm not mistaken, he only went to the distance like 2 or 3 times.
You know why? Well, who? Well, the same that dropped him. He was standing parallel.
Well, all right, but you see, that guy right there was the champ.
Hmm? No,
That
he
kid that
wasn't.
he fought that got knocked down, he fought for the belt. What you telling me?
That wasn't for the belt. It was against
That
him?
was for the belt. When the one that he got knocked down was when he became
That's crazy.
super middleweight champion of the world. And then he gave him a rematch and he retained the title.
That's crazy.
Let's go to the chats real quick, man. Pedro over here talking shit. He's saying that I'm going for play. I'm neutral in this fight. I'm neutral. You know, I ain't going for nobody. He also said he said he can't wait for the fight. He agreed with me saying that Plant looked like he had something in his pocket. Yeah. And he also said that Benavidez sounds like he means business. Yo, Pedro, smash that like button, kid. But anyway,
Yeah, man.
they were also saying about Benavidez, if he does win this fight, will Canelo fight Benavidez?
That's the question that your man right there, TP Love, should be
He had to
asking
fight
himself
him.
right now.
He's 26-0 with 23 knockouts.
Yeah, that's what I said. 26-0,
That's what I
23.
said. 23-0 with 23
26 and
knockouts.
0. 26 and 0 and
26-0, yeah.
23 knockouts. So what is your take on that, dude? Because there are a lot of people saying
There's no
JP gonna pay my money.
Listen. What he just said?
That JP gonna pay me my money.
Well, listen. Get ready that night.
Hey, buddy.
I don't want to hear. Listen, I don't want to hear nothing.
Hey, that guy was not champion, bro. They don't fight for a vacant belt. I'm seeing it right now on my phone.
It
That man
was a vacant. Was it vacant? Was it vacant?
It was a vacant belt.
All right, but who won?
Huh?
Who became champion?
Wasn't the other guy supposed to get that fight? To be honest, your man lost that
Listen,
fight.
no, that's not. I'm not talking. Listen, I'm not asking you that.
Oh,
I'm
your
asking
man
you
won the
who
fight.
won. Huh?
He won. Benavidez won.
Who? No, who? Don't say he. Make it clear. Who?
Benavidez.
Okay, thank you. So they did they fought a rematch, right? Who won?
Benavidez.
Okay, thank you. That's all I want to say. Rest my case.
And then what happened? Wait, hold on. I got
No,
you.
but
But then
what
what happened
happened?
after that?
What? Okay. Well, yeah, you're right. But the same thing happened to Canelo, your boy.
Canelo Walker. Canelo never sniffed no coke. It's not bugging up.
Glebuteron. No steroids?
No, Smith. We talking about Smith
Ah,
coke, bro.
no. I'm not. Listen, I'm talking about the steroids. No steroids?
Oh no, it wasn't the meat had steroids, bro. Not him.
Oh, the meat.
No, neither.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
to me.
Got you. Fuck out of
They
here.
gave him the plate to eat.
You're giving me a violin right now. Stop it. Stop it, Bob.
That's what he said. I wasn't there. I'm telling you what he said.
And you
I
don't
wasn't
running
there.
with it. And you running with it.
Oh yeah, that's my boxer. He said they gave him the food to eat. I'm not gonna argue with him. I'm agree with him.
Yo, listen, I had Chipotle this weekend and I had food poisoning. That's all I gotta say. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me
See?
your man, listen, everybody that know boxing know that Canelo's whole team have been on that juice. Stop it, bro. Stop saying that.
They said Mayweather was on the juice too. And Mayweather's a
Listen,
clean fight.
we're not talking about Mayweather. Let's not talk
Well,
about
there's a lot of
Mayweather
boxers
is
that they said that was
retired.
dirty.
We're talking about your boy. Redhead. You know who's Redhead?
Yeah, but he's saying that Canelo did steroids, and he says we don't know if it's true if it was the meat or not.
Well, listen, his whole team, Canelo's whole team came back positive. I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, your man Oscar Valdez, who I like a lot, he came out positive from the same camp. So, I'm hearing. I don't want to put no. A matter of fact, before I even say that, I'll say that in the future thing. I want to do my little research, but there's some other people that used to work in the Canelo camp that came out positive too. So don't give me that.
Well, so back again. The question again: Do you think Canelo should fight Benavidez after the planned fight? If Benavidez win,
He's going to fight him. He's going to fight him. They're going to fight. I don't know why they're going to fight.
All right,
Not because he wanted. Not because his team wanted to.
You have to fight him.
Not because his team wanted to.
All right, but you have to fight him.
Now, because you know why? Because the WBC mandated it.
Okay.
All right then.
Still gonna fight him though. He's still gonna fight him.
Listen, the WBC mandated it.
All right, but he's still gonna have to
So
fight him anyway.
I wouldn't be surprised he fake an injury right now coming off of this book. Him fighting this bum ass dude who he's fighting Ryder. And he knock him out. He hits his hand again. I gotta get surgery again for the hand. He's gonna vacate the titles.
Nah,
we can't call them. We can't call them bums, Jay. Remember, you can't call them bums.
No, we can't. Yeah, I'll take that back. Everybody that go up in there and they put their life on the line. I can never do that. I can never do that. I know what that is, and sometimes it don't feel fun up in there.
All
right, let's get off Plant and Benavidez. March 25th, people, Showtime pay-per-view. Get your popcorn, pay for the pay-per-view. Don't be doing no black market or any kind of free fire stick. Let's pay and let's give these boxers what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm gonna be at work. I'm gonna be working that day. I'm gonna be working that day. Yes, yeah. Just tell me the money.
Listen, you will be. I will be sending you. Listen, I will be sending you a text with the round and everything. Don't worry about it.
Just 12:30. I come out 12:30.
Don't be mad at the inmates or nothing like that. Take it easy. Calm down. It's not the end of the world.
What's the bet? What's the bet, fellas? What's the bet?
$100.
Oh, it's $100? Okay.
Yeah, right. We bet it $100 that he's gonna stop him earlier than
11th.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No,
so
the fight stopped at 10.
Huh?
The fight stopped at 10.
It's only 10 rounds?
Oh, no, that fight's on 12 rounds.
What'd you say?
For Canelo, it stopped in the 10th round, right?
No, 11th.
11th.
Oh.
11th
That fight going to 12, though. That fight going to 12, bro.
Okay. Keep thinking that.
Watch.
Just keep thinking that. I love it. Because I know how you're gonna be feeling that night. Ain't nothing better. Listen, ain't nothing better than me seeing Tuti's face. This is Tuti. Look, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. This is Tuti.
All right, let's move on to the next slide. We got this one over here.
I'm sorry, Angie. I remember when he saw the Spence fight with Ugas.
Oh yeah, that was a fun night. He was tight. He couldn't do nothing. He was tight.
He was
it wasn't that night. It wasn't that night.
Yeah, it was the Ugas fight.
It was when Canelo fought Bivol.
No, it was the Ugas fight. You had to go to the bathroom because you couldn't express yourself.
I was a Canelo when Bivol.
Yeah, but you lost that little money that day too with Ugas, and you was tight, boy.
Nah, I wasn't that tight. Like, I was not with Canelo.
You was fuming.
But with this fight, I won't be that mad though. To be honest with you, though.
No, with Caleb? Nah, that's not your favorite fighter. And I heard it from you before. You want to know something? You ain't going back to your word though, because you say I think Caleb Plant's not gonna win, but it's gonna go 12 rounds. That's what you said.
It's gonna go 12 rounds.
That's what you said. So who's gonna win?
Huh? Your man should win. He's stronger. He should win. He's stronger.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next scene. We got this here going on. We got Mr. Devin Haney versus Vasily Lomachenko, May 20th. I need for y'all to give me some insight of what's going on in the background with Haney. He's requesting for something more. I don't know what's really going on with this.
You know why? You know why?
It's not only Haney, Angel.
It's Lomachenko too. I think Lomachenko want more money, right?
Yeah, Loma wants more money, but he deserves it. He deserves all the money he asked for because the man did everything in that way. What else? Like, what else he could do? Like,
so what's going on?
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'll tell you like this: May 20th is gonna be a hard fight for Devin Haney. If Devin Haney can win this fight convincingly, he will surprise me because
Jay, come on, Jay, hold up, stop, please. That energy was not like that before.
Let me say the truth. Let me talk truth. Let me say truth. What I'm saying is, I'm always going for Devin
Yeah,
Haney. I
but the
think
energy
Devin
was
Haney.
like the energy was that you was convincing us that he was gonna win the
Well,
fight.
to me, I'm giving you. Let me finish
Go ahead, go
so
ahead,
you
go
can
ahead.
understand where I'm coming from. So I see a young kid who's only like 24, 25 years old fighting a veteran in Lomachenko who's fought everybody that you could put it. I mean, from Nonito Donaire. Nonito. No, I'm sorry. He fought Waters. He fought Sosa.
Irigendao.
He fought
Irigendao. Irigendao. Dijamos Irigendao.
Yo,
Rigondeaux.
but
He's
he's
fought
stupid,
all
yo.
these dudes, right?
But he's
Back to
stupid.
back. He's fought he's fought them back to back, and he's looked spectacular. But I do see, that Devin Haney's a lot younger than these guys, and he is the one that's on a roller coaster right now. So I do give him. I say I'm going for Devin. He's my fighter. I love Devin, but I know it's gonna be a hard fight because Lomachenko is not a pushover. Lomachenko is an all-time great. And it's gonna be a hell of a fight. If I look, I'm gonna tell you this. The reason why I just said what I said earlier, and you was like, "Yo, hold up, JP." Well, let me finish. The reason why I said this is because I know that Loma is gonna win some rounds, and if somehow Devin Haney can dominate Lomachenko, like really dominate him, this says a lot from Devin Haney. You understand? Like this says a lot. He's taking on a guy that he only has two losses. Um, that fight with Salido could have easily won his way when he fought him. I thought he pulled it out when he fought Lopez. I just think the game plan was a little off. He should have started a little bit earlier, and I think we would have probably had another conversation at this point. So that being said, I do pick Devin Haney to beat Loma, but it's not going to be an easy fight. It's going to be a real hard fight, but I still pick Devin Haney.
Yo, Peding is stupid. We got to go to these comments, man. Peding says, "Stop at 5. Your energy was way different." JP said before that Haney was gonna whoop Loma. You sound worried, and he said,
No,
"Somebody bring JP back."
I don't sound worried. I just sound the truth is coming out. You got a guy like this, the truth. Lomachenko's not a bum. We're not talking about a dude that he's proven at 135.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? This is a let me tell you guys. Right now, we got Lomachenko fighting Devin Haney. And everybody that knows Lomachenko, what he's about, there's a lot of people that's gonna pick Lomachenko in this fight. A lot. And I know that because I know that Lomachenko has done a lot at that weight. He's done more than any fighter at that weight right now. Like he got the best record out of everybody in that. From the guys he's fought only top notch dude. So that being said, he has a lot of things that could favor him as well. Him being a southpaw, him being a you know, slick fighter, very smart, fast, very he's a technician of this. It's gonna be a hard fight. I'm not gonna make it easy. I still think that my son is a little big for him, Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney might take the fight 8-4, 7-3. I'm
8-4.
sorry, 7-5. No, I mean 7-5 is a close, but 8-4 will be great. Like if anything like 9-3, 10-2, that's amazing if Devin Haney beats him.
That's not happening.
Yo,
That's not happening.
I'm gonna get to you right now through these. Peding is stupid. He said, "This JP sounds. This JP has different energy." He says, "Stop at 5." He says, "So you was lying about before, since you're saying the truth is coming out." And
No,
then he
I
said,
never lied. I always say the truth. I'm picking my guy to win. But if it's not hard, it's not easy doing it with a guy the caliber fighter of Lomachenko. That's just pretty much it. And another thing is, would you be picking Tank over Lomachenko right now?
Hell no. I got Loma.
I'd pick Loma. I would say that too. I'll pick Loma over Davis any day of the day.
I don't know.
There's a
I got
reason.
Tank.
Listen,
I would take
there's
Tank on
a
that one.
reason. Listen,
Tank. No.
Over
listen.
Loma?
There is a reason.
I think
There's a
so.
reason why Floyd kept him away from Loma. There's a reason.
Man, get them. Are you crazy?
And then but he said, I don't know what JP saw this past weekend, but this JP sounds real different.
Well, I'm just being truthful. Listen. I do
Uh,
this. What what we do here. Listen, what we do here stays recorded,
yeah.
and whatever I say, I could get my butt chewed up. So I always got to be very calculated when I say things that I believe in. I believe Devin Haney's gonna win. Just like Tuti says. He says Loma's gonna pull out the win. You know, he's gonna pull out. I can't say he's wrong. I'm gonna put the facts. I'm gonna tell you, well, Tuti, look, this guy's younger, way taller, bigger and things like that. But you know, we gotta be truthful here. I'm not gonna come over here and sell you a movie that I'm not believing just because it sounds good. Nah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is a big fight for Devin.
Yo, this man fought Gary Russell Jr. on his third fight.
That's right.
Yo, you don't play, bro. I'm telling you, that man dangerous. And he whooped Gary Russell Jr.
He
Listen,
whooped him.
I didn't see that fight. I know.
Yeah,
Listen,
I
I
saw
didn't
that
know it was
fight.
gonna
Of
take him to his
course,
third fight. But yo, he
he
whooped.
beat
I saw the fight. He whooped Gary Russell.
he beat
but
Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr. said that he was a little wagering, but that's what everybody start giving you a sweet story after they lose. That I'm not trying to believe that, right? And I love Gary Russell. Listen, I think Gary Russell is a great talent, but
You know the
I'm gonna be
problem
honest.
with Russell Jr.? He punches the same speed all the time. That's his
Yeah,
problem. You gotta know how to switch it up, bro. That's his
yeah.
problem. Same speed over and over and over.
I just
It's
think, to be honest with you, that when he fought Lomachenko, he looked real uncomfortable. That's just pretty much it. He couldn't get off. He couldn't. Like, Loma's a technician up there, bro. Loma's a hell of a fighter. That's what I'm telling people. Look, this fight, to me, the best. Listen to this, guys. I'm gonna tell you this, the truth. The best 135 pounders in the world will fight on May 20th. You will see the best fighters in the 135, and whoever wins, there's no debating. You can't debate it. I, I,
what was the extra from both of these guys that they wanted extra?
well, I think for Loma, for instance, Lomachenko, he wants a lot more money, and he deserves it because this easily could be his last fight, easily. And not that I told you, but I've heard it from some a little source that said it, that this probably could be his last fight if he loses. So he's fighting the best 135 pounder in the world, and he has a big chance. He could pull the upset. Why not? He's done it before. Like, he's beaten guys that a lot of people probably thought he was not gonna beat, and he makes them quit. That guy made 3 guys quit back to back. I believe it was Sosa, um, Rigondeaux, and
Rigondeaux quit. Yeah.
yeah, he quit, and Walters quit. So
The
that kid
Jamaican
from
dude?
Jamaica, remember Walters?
The Jamaican dude, yeah. He beat
Yeah, he was real good.
Donaire. He
Yeah,
beat
he was
Donaire.
real good. Yeah, he was real good. He starched Donaire, but look, he was real good. And what happened? Loma came and did what he had to do. So that being said, my brother, you got 2 guys that they want top dot. Like, he want the money, and I think Devin Haney, he's gonna ask for what he feel like he deserves. And it's only right. It's only right.
All right. Also, to me, I think that if Devin was to lose this fight, I think the person who's going to get it the worst is going to be Bill Haney, because he's the one that's doing a lot of talking. His son is just doing he's working. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I get it. You promoting it, and you're talking that talk because your son is undisputed. But I think you should just pipe down just a little bit, man, because if you say,
Well,
because
listen,
right now, what you're doing is putting a target on your son's back. He bigger than what it really is right now.
but not really, because he is what it is. He
No,
is
he
what
is.
it is.
Again, Jay. He is undisputed, but he has not
But
fought the big dogs yet.
that's the goal. Look, that's the goal from every boxer that you see in the world that boxes,
Of course,
to
of
become
course.
undisputed. Yeah. So right now he's on that high horse. He could talk, he could brag and do all that, right? I disagree with you. I disagree respectfully. I disagree with you in what you said that Bill Haney's gonna get all the he's gonna be
He's gonna
criticized.
get chewed
He's
up.
not
He's
the
gonna
one
get
that
chewed up.
jumped in the ring. It's Devin Haney. So it really don't matter what anybody say about Bill. At the end of the day, Bill don't jump in the ring. It's Devin Haney. Now,
Right, but he's still gonna get crucified because he's been doing a
he
lot of talking.
will, but it really don't matter. It's like irrelevant. What? So what? What? At the
It's
end of the
not.
day,
No, it's not.
it
It's
doesn't
not
mean
so
nothing.
what? Because they're gonna tell him, yo, stop talking. Stop doing all that talking, because your son haven't really fought nobody big yet. To chill. You know what I'm saying?
Again, that's debatable.
Oh.
How? How's debatable, JP? Just look at the resume.
The thing is, like I keep telling you guys, if it comes down to that, the only
Look,
guy at
but,
130,
but if you think about it though, right? Look at Lomachenko only got 19 fights, right? How many fights David Haney got?
he has 20 something fight, 28,
Like
29.
24, 25 around
And
there.
the 17
But
fights that Lomachenko had, the majority were champions, bro.
I agree, right? Because you know why? Because when Loma came in. See, Loma came in a little. When Loma came into the ring to be a professional, you got to understand he wasn't 22 years old.
Yeah, he was older.
Well, he was a lot older. So you don't got time to be taking on these guys or moving up in the ranks. They used Loma because Loma was a two-time gold medalist, and he's fought everybody from all these young fighters coming up. He had fought all of them, and he beat mostly all of them. I think he got like 398 fights as an amateur. He only got one loss. That's incredible. So he don't really need uh tune-ups. That's why his second fight he fought for the belt. His second fight he fought Salido, which I thought he won. I thought he beat Salido. But again, you got Lomachenko don't he didn't wait. He went up there and he bust everybody butt. And he went from champion to champion. He fought everybody that he needed to fight. Now, you got Devin Haney, in the other hand, that he's taking his time because you got to remember Devin Haney he's still a young guy, but he's accomplished a lot, and people don't give him the credit for it. You know, that Horace Linares fight was not he wasn't fighting a bum, guys.
If I
Matter of fact,
recall, somebody was saying,
Horace Linares floored Lomachenko clean. You know? So, he fought Jorge Linares, he beat him. It was an easy fight. He just got caught with that two piece. But he came right back and did what he was supposed to do, and he won the fight easy. You know? And again, I can go and tell you some fighters, you guys are probably gonna disagree. And it's okay, because everybody has their own opinion. But these guys were not pushovers, like they're not pushovers,
Yo, but this
these are
dude,
solid guys.
he's a three. Remember, he fought at 126, 130, 135. Lomachenko.
Yeah, and that's why I give him the credit because he's fought everybody from them weights and he's
That
dominated.
short and that short period though, and that only 19
Uh,
fights.
that he's supposed to do that because he would if he would take his career and do it like Devin Haney, he'll be 30. He'll be old. He wouldn't be the Loma that he's now. But he went and he took a risk and he believed in himself and he's in his prime and he beat everybody he needed to beat. Like listen, a lot of people would discredit Devin Haney, but I think to be
no,
honest
it's
with
not.
you,
It's really not discrediting him. It's just chill out. Calm down a little bit. Stop making too much noise like that. Chill. That's all.
but again, he got to look in boxing. You either the villain or you the hero.
Yeah, but
He's a villain. He's playing that paper role of a villain. That's what he's doing. And everybody that want to see him lose, I keep telling you guys, don't be surprised. This kid is doing pretty much the same thing that Floyd's doing. That did when he was young. He's doing it. And you want to know something? To be fair with you guys, to be fair, to tell you the truth, he became undisputed. Floyd never did that. He got
Yeah,
it
Floyd never
right.
been undisputed. Yeah, Floyd never been
Yeah.
undisputed.
So that right there, that doing that alone says a lot Devin Haney. I'm telling you guys, like
That
you
Judah
see it.
was. That
Yeah,
Judah was
Zab Judah
undisputed.
was. That's why
He's the last
Judah was.
welterweight to be undisputed.
That's right. I agree
At
with you.
140,
And
140, right? 140 pounds.
I believe it was he did it. Didn't he do it at 54 or something like that when he fought Leon Spinks? I mean, Mike. What's his name?
Corey Spinks.
Corey Spinks. Was it at
Nah,
54 or 47?
no, hell no. 40, probably 47.
Really? Check that out. I think the last.
Nah, nah, he never went up that high, 154.
Who's that?
I'm gonna do my little research on that.
I don't
I
think
wanna.
Zab went up. I don't think Zab went up
Nah,
that
he
high.
didn't go up that high. Hell no.
I think. All right, man. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But because I'm not always right. But I'll take a look and I'll come up and I'll let you guys know about that. But all in all, that's great, man. That's to do that. That means, bro, it's all the champions got together and then one guy that became the champ. There's nobody else that you could call a champ at 135 right now. Not Gervonta Davis, not Shakur Stevenson, not Lomachenko, no one but Devin Haney.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Now, May 20th, this fight will go down, and then I think I was listening to some interviews, and this fight may happen after this fight here with Loma and Devin Haney. Let me just get you to that slide right now. Shakur Stevenson. He's fighting some guy. I never heard of this guy. His name. I can't pronounce his first name, so I'm going to pronounce his last name out of respect. Yoshino, April 8th in Newark. I think we should go make that fight, Jay, right there in Newark.
Definitely, we'll be there that day. We're gonna show love to Shakur Stevenson. He's one of my favorite fighters right now at the time. He's moving up. He's moved his first fight at 135. He's fighting a very dangerous fighter.
This guy
People that
Yoshino is
don't know him.
Yeah, he's got 16 fights. He's got 16 wins, no losses, and 12 coming by way of knockout. Like I said, I just found this information today. I don't know too much about him. I have not seen none of his fights. And
he knocked out Nakatani, and I'm sure that Tuti knows who he is.
It was at 147.
Okay.
Does that Judah and Kobe Spinks? 147.
147, yes.
And this Yoshino guy, they saying that he's known to be a puncher. So we'll see what's gonna happen with Shakur.
Yeah.
Right, but if Shakur wins this fight, right, this is a title bout elimination fight between Shakur Stevenson and Yoshino. So now, if Shakur wins this fight, does that make him the mandatory to fight Haney? If it's for a title eliminator?
Yeah, he's gonna have to. Devin Haney's gonna have to fight either Tank, Shakur.
But who becomes the mandatory?
Well, again, remember you got to go by the belts. You got the WBC, WBA, IBF. You know, all those WBO. All them belts got different rankings. They're not all the same.
Okay.
You know,
but Haney got all of them. Yeah. So how does that work?
So it works. It works. So I believe that his next fight, it would have to be against Tank. The reason why is because Tank.
Who are we talking about? Shakur or Haney?
No, Devin.
Okay.
Devin should be taking on Tank because I believe Tank is the one that hold that WBA regular belt. So he's the one. All he got to really do is petition the WBA, and he becomes the mandatory to fight Devin Haney. Okay. You understand? So I think Tank is the one. If Tank beats Ryan, then whoever wins from Tank or Ryan is going to be next up for Devin.
Interesting.
I really don't see Devin fighting Shakur. I just feel like
Shakur was talking about it, saying that he's going to be next after Yoshino. I don't know how's that even possible.
Well,
he said
if he wins this fight against Yoshino, that he unless he's calling him out to fight next, you know. What are your takes on this fight, Tuti?
Well, this dude, Yoshino?
Yeah.
Let's see. You know these Asian fighters don't be having it either though. They tough, huh? So let's see. What's it? Let's see. Shakur trying to move too fast, but he's still young. He gotta take it easy.
He's trying.
Yeah,
He's trying to
this is a dangerous fight for
135,
Shakur.
remember, and he's at 130, 135. That's 5 pounds more. That's different, bro. Nah, even 1 pound makes a big difference. 5 pounds is different.
I forgot to mention, fellas. Devin Haney said he ain't going nowhere now. He's staying at 135.
He gonna make 135.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that, bro.
You think he's gonna move?
I think that he's just he's saying that so people could keep his name in his mouth. Like they're all gonna call him out. They're gonna keep calling him out. You know, I I just don't see Devin. Devin is a big guy, bro. Devin is not a small dude. For him to stay at 135, he is a disadvantage for him at this point right now, to be honest. Um, I don't even think he can make weight healthy no more. And that's another thing that got me a little worried when it comes to fighting Loma, because you're gonna have to you got to be 100% when you fight Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, you can't, And I'm being real. I'm just telling you the truth. When you fight a guy like Lomachenko, you got to be 100%. You can't be this guy here is high tech, bro.
Yeah. That's different right there, bro. Everybody say Loma's my man. That's my dog.
Yeah. So we got this fight going on, Saturday, April 8th. Shakur. It's for the lightweight title. Eliminator. Yo, Tuti, yo, PD stupid. Say JP worried.
I'm telling you, I'm being honest. I gotta be honest. There's a fight that you could tell the guy. You could tell that Devin Haney's having issues making 135, and I keep telling people that's why Devin Haney hasn't looked spectacular the way he's gonna look if he moves to 140. He's gonna really look good at 140 because he's not gonna be weight drained. He's gonna be a lot stronger. He's not gonna need to kill that weight so like that. Killing yourself to make the weight. But all we gotta do is wait and see. We'll wait and see, and I'm sure that all those fights is gonna happen.
Yeah. Any predictions on this fight? Shakur versus Yoshino. Like I said, I don't know too much about Yoshino.
I like Yoshino.
I think
I like Yoshino.
Shakur is gonna box this kid because being that this kid they say that he's the puncher. So I see. Huh?
He ain't gonna box him.
You think gonna try to take him out of there?
He's gonna try to prove a point.
Okay.
Yeah, but Yoshino is no joke. Listen, let me just first say this: Yoshino is no joke. He could punch. He beat Nakatani. Nakatani is no slouch. Nakatani is a hell of a fighter, and he beat Nakatani. He knocked Nakatani out. That says a lot. Now,
I think I seen that fight.
Nakatani fought Loma. Listen, Nakatani fought Teofimo Lopez. And you want to know something? If you look at that fight, you go back and study. He gave him all the problems in the world. He gave him everything, all the problems.
Okay.
That being said, he knocked out Nakatani like out. So him fighting Shakur Stevens is going to be an interesting fight. This is his first fight at 135.
Yeah, he was trying to make the fight with Isaac Pitbull Cruz and then with William Cepeda, and they didn't want the smoke, so he moved on.
Yes, sir. That says a lot. And I could only say this: I'm picking Shakur Stevenson to beat Yoshino. I'm gonna say he's gonna go 12. I just don't know if he's gonna commit. Like Tuti thinks, like maybe he's probably gonna commit and try to stay in there and bang with Yoshino, which would be a bad idea. But I think Shakur is gonna take this win. I think he'll win.
Yeah, I got Shakur in this. I might get some tickets, man. Matter of fact, when I get off here, I'm gonna look online because it's right there. It's April, so we're gonna have the plant. Then right after that, it's gonna be Shakur. Then after that, I guess the following week is gonna be the Tank and Ryan.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have the spring and the summer is gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be we're gonna get a nice little treat. So
yes, sir.
So stay tuned, fellas. Stay tuned for that. So this is our last and final final slide. Hold on a second. This fight right here, I think it's gonna happen. The fight is gonna take place at 154. As far as the weight, it's gonna happen at 154. Not too many people are pleased with Spence because it was supposed to be Crawford.
You know why he's gonna 154, man?
Yeah, dude.
Well, he
Why?
gonna 154. He want Crawford, bro. I'm telling you. He don't want to smoke with Crawford. He do not want to smoke with Crawford, bro. That's simple. Don't care anybody say. He don't want to smoke with Crawford. He don't.
I could,
Because
I
if he
could,
fight that
I,
fight, he gonna go 154. Now is he gonna stay at 154 or he gonna come back down? That's the question.
that's a good question. Now I could tell you this. Me and you had we got a bet with Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence.
Mm-hmm.
I'll honestly tell you because I keep telling you I don't sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to be biased with no fighter, but this is wrong for boxing. What you seen here with Earl Spence versus Keith Thurman at 154. There's no reason why that fight should happen at 54. Um, no reason whatsoever. They don't fight at 54. The belts that Earl Spence have are not 54
Look,
pound belts.
Right.
They're 147.
Yep.
And what the WBC uh um
Yeah,
what's
you
this
talking
guy's
about
name?
the sanction bodies.
Yeah, no, the I saw I was watching the interview. I believe was with that when Nelson and and Danny, I think
Oh, you talking
they had.
about the it's not the boxing voice. Damn, what's the name?
Yeah, I think it's the
Shit.
boxing voice.
Is the you sure?
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
so.
think it's the
Boxing
boxing
voice,
voice. You sure?
talking boxing or something like that. From
Yeah,
shout out to
with
those guys. Yeah, I think
Ness.
it's
Yeah, shout out
Nelson,
to Ness and Danny.
Ness, then Danny. Yeah, they had the WBC
I think it's called Talking
Suleiman
Boxing.
there.
Talking Boxing or
Yeah,
something.
talking boxing, something like that. Yeah, they had Mr. Suleiman there, and what he said, he was just running around the question. He was running around the question. He really didn't give a solid. He didn't make no statement like at all. He didn't even say nothing that was even you know smart about. Nothing that he said was smart about it. And I'm really disgusted that they're gonna make this fight uh like if he wins this fight at 54, it's like he's retaining his belt at 47. How do
That's
you do that?
crazy.
Like
That's
how
crazy.
how do you yeah, that don't make sense. That he's not fighting at 47. He's fighting at 54.
Right.
Like how do he it's just this is what I tell people that disgust me. I love boxing, but as a fan, I've been a fan almost all my life from boxing, and I just it's just wrong. Like at the end of the day, don't try to don't try to beat the fans. Like that's why I say casual fans just want to see a good fight. They don't know the weight. They don't care about the weight. They just care
run
about the
boy,
fight.
run boy, running for
You
Crawford.
know?
But what was it that they said that he get to retain his belt at 147 even though he's fighting at 154? I don't.
Yeah,
How does that?
Well, why
they
How,
asked
not?
him. They
Fight at
asked him the same
154.
question. Yeah, it's just it's a disrespect to boxing, bro. It's just that left a real sour taste for me from Earl because I really respect Earl. Like Earl's a hell of a welterweight. He's always fought everyone with no problems at welterweight. You know, for a long time. He was considered one of to this day he's considered one of the top welterweights. But for you to make a move like that to go to 54 and fight Keith Thurman when you know you could
Y'all
fight him at 47.
y'all ain't see the video. Y'all ain't see the video I sent y'all with Errol Spence and Crawford,
nah, I didn't see it.
where he
With
was
the one
like,
that he had the red hoodie?
"Yeah, wait, was it?" Crawford said, "Was it? You said you ain't want to fight me because I ain't have a belt.
I have a belt. Now
Now
I
I
got
got
a
the
belt.
WBO belt. So what's the problem now?
Oh, that's an old video.
Edwin Spence said, but why would I fight you if I can fight Sean Porter? Sean Porter got a belt, and that's an easier fight.
Yeah. No, I mean it goes to show you that
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, fellas?
I'm not.
You know Clarissa,
Yeah.
right? Clarissa, I forgot.
Clarissa Shields.
Clarissa
Yeah.
Shields. She was like, man, she said that the guy side of boxing, they act more like bitches than the women's side of boxing where we fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
they don't want to fight. In other words, they don't want to fight each other in the men's side of boxing. She made a very good point on that.
Yo,
She
you
did.
saw that we our first Puerto Rican undisputed champion?
Yeah. Sandra,
Female?
right? Sandra?
Yeah.
What was her name? Sandra, right?
Serrano.
Serrano. Okay. Shout out to Serrano.
Yeah, man. She's the first
First undisputed.
Puerto Rican undisputed women's champion, bro. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
Puerto Rican undisputed. Shout outs to her,
Puerto
man.
Rican to
That's
be
what's up.
undisputed.
Yep.
But
So
yeah, it's disgusting, what just happened there with the Keith Thurman situation. I follow Earl all his career. I think he's a hell of a fighter, but for him to pull that, that's not fun. That makes you for the again for the real the for the people that know boxing, the people that follow boxing, that been doing it for years. This is not. This ain't good. This is something that the casual see. This is why I don't like to diss the casual boxing fan because they're the ones that watch boxing as well, and if they like it, they'll go over. They'll do crazy things to just be a boxing fan. So because they just want to see fights, but you gotta understand the business of boxing. As a boxing historian, I want to call myself. Because I just been watching boxing all my life, and just knowing that this happened in boxing and is allowed by the WBC, he's okay with that. For him to move to fight at 54, defend his title at 54, when in reality he's supposed to defend his title at 47. That to me, I don't respect that at all.
yeah. Any final thoughts, fellas, before we close this out? With any other fights?
Is running. He doing the running man.
Who's that?
Spence.
Oh, Spence is running.
Spence,
Yeah, I mean, I just hope these guys, um, if they ever see this message, if you want to call yourself great, you got to fight the greats.
Yeah.
You got to fight top notch. You can't run away from opponent or a champion when and that's what this is one of the things that I like about Devin Haney and these new guys that are coming up, that they're not trying to dodge the smoke. I mean, if there's anybody that you want to say Devin Haney is trying to dodge, and I don't feel like he's dodging them, I just feel that he doesn't want to give him an upper hand, it's Shakur Stevenson, because Shakur Stevenson is a hell of a fighter, and you want to be in your P's and Q's when you fight him. You don't want to give him nothing. You
Right.
know, the same thing goes with David Benavidez. David Benavidez want all the smoke. He's been calling everybody out. Who have you know? To be honest with you, who have you heard other than Devin and Shakur and Benavidez? They call everybody out. They're the ones that call everybody out. They don't only look. Even Tank being as great as Tank is, and I love Tank, but to be honest, he don't be calling no one out. That fight with all right. The fight with Ryan, that's the fight that's happening, and he's
You know
he's
why
holding
though?
it.
You know why?
Well, that makes him more. I
Nah,
know, I know.
boxing
Yeah,
not like before, bro. Boxing not before. Before boxing, people really, really want to make a name. You understand?
yes,
Now these dudes, remember back then they wasn't getting paid like the way the boxers getting paid now.
that's all it's about.
Now it's about money. So Tank is comfortable what he getting, money wise. You
And
feel
that
me?
and and,
That's
and,
why. So
and
he
again,
don't have to call nobody out to make more money. He already getting decent money. He living a good life.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are
yeah.
you are you absolutely right. That's why I
Yeah.
say if you look at Tank's last a couple opponents, They've been hell of a fighters. I'm not gonna lie to you. Good fighters. But they all had a little disadvantage when it comes to Tank, you know? And like Tank has the advantage in all those last three opponents. You know, I could tell you his last opponent came from 130, you know? Rolly, you know, Rolly had no experience. He drowned him at deep waters. You know, that's what he needed to do, and he did it. And when he fought, if I'm not mistaken, he fought Pitbull Cruz again. Pitbull Cruz, a hell of a fighter. That's a real good win and that's a legitimate win for him. Like he did great,
Yeah.
but he knew why he took on that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? He knew he could box him and keep him out just in case, you know, Tyson, you know, because they call him the baby Tyson. You know, he that big. But all in all, listen to this. Right now at 135, Devin Haney is taking a legacy fight. This fight that he's winning is a leg. This is to leave his legacy. This is not about
Oh, it's a
money.
legacy fight. I didn't hear what you said.
You know, yeah, this is it's a legacy fight. This fight is you're gonna hear it. You know, 30 years from now, when if Devin becomes like the next Floyd Mayweather or anything like that, you're gonna hear him, man. Beating Lomachenko is gonna be one of his biggest accomplishments. You know,
Yeah.
and that's why I tell you, man, you gotta understand boxing. Like I want the casual fans to do their homework when it comes to boxing and start researching, start doing their thing because you just want to see fights like this, like Errol Spence and Keith Thurman, just because they got names and you know them, but you know, do them at the right weight. Don't do them just because it favors Errol Spence to fight at 54. You know, it doesn't work like that.
Do you guys think Crawford's gonna sign with De La Hoya or what?
I hope he does because I know Golden Boy's gonna get him big fights. Just look at they got Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz is no joke. Your man right there, he's a knockout machine at the welterweight division. You know, and I'm sure that if Terrence Crawford can, you know, fight Virgil Ortiz, that's gonna be a hell of a fight. A hell of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if for whatever reason, um, see the good thing about Golden Boy is that they provide you if you make a contract with them, they'll tell you I'll give you 4 fights, and they're gonna get you the 4 fights. You're gonna make your money. That's the good thing when you fight with Golden Boy. If you don't believe me, just look at that kid Austin. That's why a lot of people saying, "Yo, why this kid signed with Oscar?" Well, if you sit down and you look at their contract, because his dad was breaking it down, he said we did it because they guarantee us 4 fights a year. That means that he's gonna fight 4 fights a year, and if they don't, that's a breach of contract. So that being said, Terrence Crawford being the fighter Terrence Crawford is, he's gonna demand all that and more. And you want to know something? I feel like he's gonna get it because he's that great to do what he could do in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
I also saw that Floyd is trying to sign Berlanga. I saw
Floyd.
that. He's trying to sign Berlanga.
Yeah, I also saw. I heard. If I'm not mistaken, I heard Oscar De La Hoya also has his hand on Berlanga. He wants to make Berlanga versus Triple
That
G and even Canelo. I was seeing it.
Canelo.
I, I yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I felt the same way you say. I was like, what? Like, nah. But I wouldn't mind seeing Berlanga versus Triple G. You know, Triple G is always,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Munguia. Nah, Munguia. I think Munguia is too much for. I'm sorry. I think Munguia is too much for Berlanga. The only thing is that
Munguia.
Berlanga got that puncher's chance, you know, but he got a puncher's chance. But
Yeah.
That nigga better
Munguia,
fight Gabriel before he try to go up there. A good fight with
Oh, Gabe
Gabriel.
Rosado? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be a hell of a fight. That'll be a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
Berlanga versus Rosado be a hell of a fight. I would love to see that fight, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's a good fight. That's a good fight. All right, folks. That's our time. We got an hour and 20 minutes in. Yeah, that's our time. Please smash that like button. Let's get this video out there. The more you smash the like button, we get people to, the video gets shared out. You know what I'm saying? And also subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow, all that good stuff. And tune into the next one. Any last words, guys, before we get out?
Keep God first. Keep God first in your life. Peace.
Yo,
What you?
I got a question for y'all.
Go
Do
ahead.
y'all think Michael Jordan, when Michael Jordan in his prime, will be able to play now in the NBA? Like, do you think he will score the same bucket he scored back then? Here?
He'll be a lot more. He'll be a scoring machine. He'll average 50 points. He'll
Yeah.
average 50 points
You know
And,
why?
and
Because
because
ain't no
now
more
there's
defense.
no head checks. Remember, there's no head checks. You touch Michael, he's gonna get that air one always.
And there's no defense.
Yeah, and another thing is that you gotta understand too in basketball. And I hope he is hearing this because I know he likes basketball. But Michael Jordan was never a 3-point shooter, and he said he actually has an interview. If you look at it, he says that he never wanted to shoot a lot of 3-pointers because that takes off from his game.
right.
He's a penetrator. He's a perimeter shooter. He has a lot more to give than just shooting 3-pointers. So him shooting 3-pointers, is just taking off from his game. But in this era, he would be shooting a lot more 3-pointers. And he, believe it or not, that's why I think that he'll probably be averaging 50 points easy.
Mm. That's cool. That's what's up. I'm a Jordan fan, so
Oh, you already
don't.
know I'm a Jordan fan myself.
Yeah. All right, folks, and also next week we got the Super Bowl.
Yes,
Kansas
sir.
City Chiefs versus the Dirty Birds, Philadelphia Eagles. Who do you
Go
guys
Chiefs.
got? I got
I
the
got the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Who you got?
Kansas City.
Yeah, I got KC too,
I
man.
got Kansas
I don't
City
want to
as
see these
well.
birds win, man. Hey,
Fly like an eagle.
yeah, yeah. But so what happened with y'all with San Fran? So stop it.
Fly
Let's
like
go Chiefs. Let's go Chiefs.
Yeah, definitely. Folks, keep God first. There's a lot of crazy stuff going. We got balloons flying up in the air. Just be safe out there. I don't know what's gonna happen. Then I tell you at the start of 2023, it was going to probably be the same or worse. And then look, sure enough, we're already in the second month of the year. And it's not looking good, bro. Seriously, it's not looking good. It's looking very. They talking about that Russia got ships already in the coast of Hawaii. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yo, man, stop reading into that, bro. You know what
All
I'm saying?
right.
All right, don't be into none of that, bro.
All right.
They ain't
I'm
gonna
just
let us
saying.
know. They're not gonna
When
let
you
us know.
see a bunch of parachutes coming down from the sky, you already know what's up.
Yo, what's it? My majority time, what's it? Oh, I'm in prison anyway, majority of the time.
Huh?
I'm in prison the majority of my time.
Yeah, you're in prison, but your family is vulnerable, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
The thing I just say, you cannot stop that, bro. You can't
Yeah, I
stop
mean,
it.
if they go there, you gonna let motherfucker come into your motherfucking place talking about get out? Nah, that's not rocking,
Huh?
bro.
You can't stop it, though. I'm just saying, though, bro. It's the government. They're not gonna tell you what's going on. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
what I'm saying is we all gotta look out for each other, defend ourselves, and because I'm telling you right now, this ain't gonna be no Ukraine situation here, boy. You see soldiers in the street, you know these streets dudes are gonna get at them, bro. You know
Yes,
that.
sir.
You know that. Ain't nobody gonna be vacating nothing, bro. Straight up. But anyway, let's get out of this. Have a good night, everybody. Keep God first, and everything else will fall in place. And to the next one. Deuces. Peace.